Good morning everybody and welcome to Alton Towers. It's time for the Alton Towers Spectacular. It's Friday the 7th of November. We've got 3 days of the fireworks. And luckily I missed it last year because I was a bit tired from the Jack Silkstone event the night before. Yeah, I couldn't make that event this time purely because I didn't want to miss this year. It's a bit controversial this year, but we'll talk about that a bit more, or the theme of this show this year. But still gutted about last year because it looked absolutely fantastic. But the first thing I noticed on Tower Street as I entered through the turnstiles is that. I think that's really good. The frogs themselves are really themed. Maybe they've got some high vises on, but yeah, I do love the frogs. They all seem to theme them, don't they, for special occasions. But yeah, always love coming down Tower Street. It's a shame they didn't have the platinum annual pass entrance, early entrance to the hotels. Because that was an August thing, wasn't it? So, yeah, always love coming down here, very colourful. It doesn't seem that busy actually. I got here bang on 9 o'clock, normally see quite a lot of people waiting. Yeah, I'm going to make my way over to Forbidden Valley, I think. And yeah, try and get a ride on Nemesis Reborn because it's been a while since I've been here. So yeah, there's the box office. Now, it wasn't long ago that they started putting all this up. It's only a few days ago. So they've done a lot of work since then. Got all the paths in. You know my thoughts on that path. I think I mentioned it in the Halloween vlog from last year. I'm not a massive fan of the look of it, but yeah, this field could get quite messy. This grass here on the lawns. Yeah, loads of struts up there where the lights are on. I'm looking forward to the effects. It's all themed to Alton Intelligence, AI. Yeah, I'm hoping it's all to do with tech and not actually AI generated, because apparently it feeds off the crowd. It's that sort of theme. Yeah, a bit controversial. I'm not too fussed really. I'm looking for the best in it. Yeah, it's very nice that they got all this done pretty quickly. Yeah. Okay, it kind of ruins the vibe really for the rest of the park if you've got all this stuff put up. Yeah, but I get what they do. It's for the events. And then Tower Street, very empty still. I love the music they played down Tower Street, it's just epic. Yeah, a lot of people are just going to get a spot down there, I know they are. But apparently this is the best spot right here, right at the bottom of Tower Street. Right by the rocks there, that's where I'm going to go. I'll probably get there about an hour before. I think the fireworks start at 7 o'clock and the park closes at 9 PM. So yeah, long park hours today, 10 AM until 9 PM. All chocolate and waffles, I'm hungry. I could do with something to eat actually, but yeah. Some few different things here that I haven't noticed before. I don't think I've come to the event before. There was a time when I used to visit quite often, but I don't know if I came to the fireworks or not. Completely oblivious. But yeah, look at this. London Bus. Is that some sort of bar? I don't know. Can you go on there? Bus bar company. Yeah, very interested. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like you can enter it, but yeah, I don't think it's fireworks related. Maybe it's somewhere you get a drink. I don't know. Yeah, I can't believe how big this is. I did see a lot of cars coming in, but I've not seen a lot of people walk through the entrance. So maybe a lot of people are walking into the hotel. Not sure. Yeah, there's a lot of food down there. Looks like a similar sort of thing when they did Scarefest last year. I'm not sure about this year because I didn't visit, unfortunately. But yeah, I look forward to seeing the fireworks later on. I'm really excited because apparently they're very good. And here we are. After quite a long walk from the entrance, we're here in Forbidden Valley. Why is it so empty? I didn't get it. It's so quiet, yeah, walking down into Forbidden Valley. I can hear the Nemesis roar, not quite as loud as it used to be, but seeing that beautiful track, just amazing. I haven't been in this land for ages, it's so good. This is really great at night as well, so I really cannot wait for later on. That's if I can manage until 9 o'clock, but we'll see as we go through the day. Yeah, Nemesis Containment Zone. I would like another go on Subterra at some point, but I have to be quite a short queue. So yeah, it's about 9:30. Normally this is all full of people, so maybe they've opened it early, I don't know. No, they've not opened it early. You know it's not going to be that busy when there's hardly anyone waiting for the 10 o'clock opening. So yeah, we'll wait about half an hour, then we'll get in the queue and hopefully get a couple of rides on this B&M beauty. Just look at the track. I used to be quite critical of it in my own thoughts, but yeah, I love this moment here, one of the best moments. Just look at the Nemesis monster, it's just epic. Here we are. But actually 5 minutes to 10, open a little bit early. Yeah, I have done a few test trains already, but it's been quite a while actually since I sent the last one. Seen Galactica go around quite a few times. Yeah, we're going to start by skipping through here. People being obnoxious. Yeah, I normally walk all the way around to the left there, but yeah, it's not too busy at the moment. Did gather a bit of a queue in the last 10 minutes, but it should be alright. I've seen worse. It's nice that they got the waterfalls on. I don't know if I mentioned that last time I was here. Yeah, it's such a great area. Yeah, some people are not fans of this queue, like you have to walk a mile to get to the ride, but it's alright, you get to see the track, you get to see the train go around quite often. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long before we go on the ride.
Escalating.
It was awesome getting back on Nemesis Reborn. That is really quiet. I can't believe how quiet it's going to be. Some people were saying, yes, it might be quite quieter, but you didn't quite believe it, do you, on a big day of the fireworks? I wasn't here last year, of course, like I mentioned, so I don't really know what the crowds were like then, but Reborn's a walk-on, and only one train's sending passengers around. At least it has been for the majority of them. Half an hour, the park's been open. So yeah, got two rides, one in the back row and one in the mid, about row 4 or 5. Yeah, both really good, but you can't help but not think about the vibrations and the rattle. It's more so vibrations. You feel it more at the back, but it's definitely through the entire train. It's a very fun ride, and I get why people love it. And I love it to a degree, but yes, I'm still thinking about that as I go around that rattle and vibration, and it's no good. It's what people are seeing with all these modern Nemesis. The old Nemesis didn't feel anywhere near as rough as that. I wouldn't necessarily rough actually, but it's, you know that feeling, if you've been on Reborn, you know it's shaky. It doesn't ruin the fun. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic ride still. It looks amazing, the theming's great, some of the elements are great. Even though you're technically not going really fast, it's just fantastic how low to the ground you are, how close you are to the rockwork, the valley. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favourites, and which is why I'm wearing the Nemesis hoodie. Probably you could see, but yeah, amazing. But still, you have to think about that rattle and vibration. Is it a modern B&M thing? Is it something else? Is it the installation? I don't know, but yeah, really good start to the day. Could have done multiple rides on even on one train with passengers, so yeah, great start. I forgot to mention, yes, it was running one train with passengers and running the other one around empty, but for some reason the empty one kept stopping on the left a few times, and it got into its rhythm a bit, but it was still sending them around. Empty in one of the trains, but I can't believe how quiet it was. That even one train, they were still waiting for people. So, yes, the quietest I've ever seen Alton Towers. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be that quiet. Maybe everyone just waits till later on in the afternoon, because the fireworks are much later on at 7 PM. So, but yeah, here we are in Gloomy Wood. I love this area of the park because it never gets busy, even on a busy day. Got Kersey Alton Manor. I wish they still had Nitrogeni there. You'll know what I mean. The ice cream is lovely. I think it's like £4 or £5. Oh, wait a minute, it's not open. Oh, I didn't see it on the website or anything, so yeah, that's no good. Yeah, we're going to walk down this way anyway. We've got a lot of time to waste, but it's such a shame about that. I absolutely adore Kersey Alton Manor. It's got like a mixture of the old and modern, hasn't it? They've got the classic dark ride with a lot more modern twist with the theming. Yeah, look at this. I'll definitely have to walk through this area later on at night. Yeah, let's maybe go and see what Wicker Man's on. That's normally got one of the longest queues along with this Smiler. Runaway mine train in there. Not been on that for a while, but yeah, let's see where the day goes. And here we are over at Wicker Man. And you'll be surprised at what the wait time is. It says 10 minutes. Yeah, I've never ever seen Wicker Man in such a low queue. Yeah, 10 minutes. Fair few people waiting outside, but yeah, that was a nice little spray there as I walked under the entrance. Yeah, hopefully it's just our default time, because you have to walk through so much queue, don't you? Yeah, I absolutely love Wicker Man, and I would ride it so much more if the queue wasn't so long every time. I have waited 90 minutes plus on this before also. Yeah. I really like those. I've never ever mentioned them. I think they're like the queue jumping things that you scan the QR code. Quite useful that people are misbehaving, but yeah. I did miss coming to Sketterfest. I really did. You got the scares out on the other side here at Burial Grounds. I really loved that last year. Yeah, I love the bunting on Wicker Man as well. I don't know if that was here all year, I can't remember. But yeah, try and get some off-road shots. It's quite difficult when you need to keep moving. But yeah, get maybe a couple of rides on there so the queue stays at 10 minutes. So yeah, look at it. Look at that. Bob. Yeah. Good old Bob. I have wetted in this before, and it doesn't hardly move. But yeah, I think they may have free trains up the North Shore. You'd think so. What I really love about Wicker Man is the laterals. There's so many laterals on there. There's a bit of airtime here and there. There's a pop around here, around certain turns and certain hills, but it's mainly the laterals on the ride I really love. Normally I'm an airtime person, but yeah, you combine that with just any sort of airtime. It's a perfect ride for me. Well, as close as you can get. Some people might call it rough. It's nothing like a rough ride at all. In fact, it probably should be a bit rougher because it's as smooth as you want a wooden coaster to be, really. You want a bit of shakiness, don't you? A bit of rattling with a wooden coaster. You don't want a bit glossy smooth like a steel coaster. But yeah, I love Wicker Man for what it is. It's very smooth, great moment, great elements, going through Bob Twice. You've got the flames, yeah, and it's running very well with only like a 10-minute queue. So many good elements, like even the lateral turn by the I was about to say pick a mixture. Do you know what I mean? Where you can pick up some snacks and stuff. That lateral turn, pretty basic, but it really pins you into the side of the city. But only one thing that I'm not a massive fan of with Wicker Man is, you know, the first turn after this station, a little right turn. I wish there was something more going on with the little indoor bit. Admittedly, you're in there for like 1 or 2 seconds, but yeah, it's like just something, some fire effect, some water effect, just something really. And there's also that unique lift hill that gets me as well out with the tunnel. But yeah, there's so much I could talk about with that ride. You know I love it. It's a fantastic ride, great elements, great airtime and laterals. But yeah, fantastic ride Wicker Man is. And of course, there's some big changes coming to CBeebies Land next year. We've got the Bluey Coaster opening. I think they rerouted that, didn't they? That little car ride that goes around on the track. It shows how much I know, doesn't it? Because I don't think I've ever been in there. Obviously it's not for me, it's for the kids, for the family, but yeah, I think they rerouted that. Yeah, a little Bluey coaster. I'm not sure what manufacturer it is. Is it Sierra? Is it? I'm not sure. But yeah, we're making our way down towards X Sector. See if Smiley's got a short queue. Maybe you can go down the single rider. I know Oblivion's now got a single rider as well. This area does look pretty good. Yeah, I might give it a walk through later on, maybe. Yeah, let's look at the trusses up there. All the equipment on there, the lights. I don't know if that's right. There's always that wire coming down the side there. You've got plenty of lights there. I'm guessing they turn as well. Yeah. They blocked, obviously they blocked all the lawn off. So you can't really cut through now. Normally you'd be able to cut through down here. And you'd come out by Spinball Visitor. And it looks like that's open, because with my luck, it's not normally open when I come to Alton Towers. So yeah, this one also had single rider introduced as well, like a lot of the rides here at Alton Towers. Oh, someone's smoking or vaping, naughty. Naughty. Yeah, let's go and see if the single rider is quite low. yeah, can hardly say myself England. People see you coming, they still walk in front of you. It's kind of funny. Yeah, look at this. It's such a classic, isn't it? It's not my favourite motor spinner. I think Dragon Sherry or the Windjazz rides are fantastic. They're one of my favourites. But yeah, actually nice to come into this area for once. I very rarely come through here. And it looks like 20 minutes for the main queue. So yeah, I might be able to walk on. Well, yeah. I think there's a few in there. Yeah, there's a few in there, but not too many. Spinball Whiz is a very fun ride, but actually on that, it was throwing me around quite a lot actually, surprisingly. I was hitting the side quite a lot of laterals, and normally it's just a spinning against me. And don't get me wrong, on that I did spin a lot, and I was getting quite dizzy actually. My eyes were going quite funny. Things I'm getting worse at those sort of rides as I get older, but yeah, it's a really fun ride. Obviously I just prefer the later or Dragon Sherry or something like Windjazz with a bit of a trick track element. Yeah, this one you can probably just place anywhere, but fun, but yeah. Yeah, really good, it's really fun though. Very good operation, car after car. That's one of my favourite elements down there, so yeah. Yeah, this one really gets you. If you're prone to sickness, just do not ride this. Yeah, fun ride, about 5 minutes, not walk on, not quite walk on, but yeah, 5 minutes, not a long way at all. You're in X sector now. You can always tell when you're in X sector, can't you? That smiley music. Da, 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 da. I quite like it, but not for a long period. It can get pretty tedious. It's a very loud area, that's minor train roaring around. In fact, it might have a louder roar than Nemesis. Never thought I'd say that. But yeah, you've got Oblivion down there on the left, and like I said, there's a single rider. Oh, I think it's got a long queue actually. I'm not going to zoom in, but if you look straight forward, you might be able to see the queue for Oblivion. It's not looking good. It's down at the bottom. So, and 25 minutes for the Smiler, so that is actually pretty good. So I'm going to give the single rider a go, see if that's quite a short queue. Normally it is, even when it's a long queue. I think that'll be the only ride I have on this Spider today. Quite rough, quite shaky, couldn't put my hands up really, and wasn't having much fun. I've had good rides on it this year and in previous years. I used to be able to marathon it, but not so much today. I think that'll be it for today. I'll just do it once a visit in the future, because while it looks great after a ride, it's a great ride watch. Like you said, you can people watch, but you can also ride watch, and that's a good one to watch and just absorb the atmosphere, listen to that crazy music, and just watch the trains go round and round, like syncing up with each other. Yeah, it's solid, it's okay, but like I said, once a visit ride for me, some people could just do it right after a ride, but it's the same with the spinny flat rides. I can't do that more than once, because I'm just going to get dizzy. Some people can cope with it, me not so much. Oh, it looks like Oblivion's testing. I forgot to mention that out the evac the whole queue. Once I got on the Smiley queue, quite interesting. It does have its issues. Every time I've been here, it's had an issue at Oblivion, so it's a fun ride, but what are they going to do with it when it really gets a pain in the you-know-what? They can't really remove it. Well, they can, I suppose, but it'd be a bit of a nightmare because it's built underground. Yeah, it's too much of a short ride, isn't it, really? All the other dive machines are much better these days. It's a nice area to hang out. It's the original anyway, but so you've got to appreciate what it is. And it's a great spot here to watch the train crest the top. And I wish it actually though, one thing about this ride, I wish it hanged it at the top for a little bit longer. It seems to just go straight over. Don't look down. The Oblivion music in the background. Yeah, it's a good area of the park. Not my favourite though. Still good, it looks good, doesn't it, Oblivion? I thought I'd take a look at the fireworks site here. I think this is where most of the fireworks are launched from. So they've got this blocked off here, it's right by the golf challenge over there. Yeah, I think you can see, let me get a bit closer without getting told off. You can see all the boxes in there, the little boxes, they've got like the pipes as well, like angled as well. I take it a lot of them are around the other side as well. Try and get a higher up view. Yeah, it's quite difficult without getting told off. But yeah, this is where a lot of them are launched, right in front of where you've got to stand there on. I think that's where I'm going to be, well, the rock face, just around that corner there. So, yeah, I might be able to get a better view of the other side. But yeah, it's really interesting. It's different lines as well. Well, I want, what's it, 3-4 lines of fireworks extending towards the towers over there. They have got people at either side of the lake as well. Either side of the water, standing at the different entrances. I want to see where the control booth is as well, see where that is. I think it may be over there. There is some sort of access, some sort of disabled access over there as well, which is interesting. But I'm not getting told off. There you go, let's zoom in a bit. I always get a bit nervous, but obviously they're going to let us sit because I didn't put a big proper fence up, did they? Not block the view. Yeah, really interesting to see. I really wonder how they do that. Is there some sort of programming? Do they control it wirelessly? I don't know. I'm really interested to see how they do it because from years past I've seen videos and pictures of the display and it's absolutely massive. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be stood right near the lake for the fireworks. Even if no one told me the best spot is common sense really, isn't it? It's sort of like the cinema. If you go right to the front you really have to crane your head back. Yeah, you got a staff member there just making sure people don't run it in. There's bound to be some stupid people, but yeah. Right by the arcade. It's only like a 2-minute walk from the Smiler. It's such a massive part to walk around at Alton Towers. I was actually quite dizzy after that Smiler ride. So I've got to be careful. I'm learning about my body as I get older. I'm maybe 31, but I'm still learning. Quite funny how I could marathon things when I was much younger. Yeah. The beautiful towers. I really wish I could go up there and get them, but you have to pay for a tour. You have got some trailers down there with stuff on, but I'm not sure what it is, so... Yeah, have we got another good view here? Yeah, you used to be able to cut across here as well. Oh, look, some more fireworks. Let's go and have a quick look. I don't know what those are on the trailers. They've taken them off today and setting them up. You'd think that'd be a bit too late. Yeah, let's have another look. Without damaging the camera. Oh, camera moved. Yeah, that's the best angle I could get for you guys, sorry. You see, it's got a similar sort of lines of fireworks, but there's one specific one to the right of the frame there, and then some more further forward. Yeah, really interesting. I wonder what's on those trailers. You kind of see, it looks like some pipes, maybe some more fireworks. I don't know if they added more for the weekend. I don't know, but yeah, I'm hoping the towers is lit up like it was for Scarefest last year when I came for Scarefest, because that's one of the limited times you can cut them for night rides. I've still not decided if I want to do one last night ride after the fireworks or just leave. Yeah, the gardens are open for business as usual. Oh, we might be able to get a better view of the fireworks over there because there's another angle over on that bridge. And here we are, over at that spot I was just mentioning. Yeah, you can see the different lines of fireworks. Try and get my camera through the fence. Yeah, you can see the different lines. Yeah, I'm still really interested how they do that. And there's that one I was mentioning before, that was just behind it, just around the corner there. Oh, there's some things covered up as well, they must be very important. Wonder what they are. But here we are, here's the closest lot of fireworks, right to the fence. I don't know if they're going to block this path off, you'd think they would, because it's very close to one of the main pathways. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, some things are still wrapped up actually. Oh, yeah, really interesting. I wonder what that black thing on the right is. Is that some sort of laser machine or something? I'm just guessing at this point really, so I'm just intrigued. Like I'm intrigued with the traders over there. Yeah. Cannot wait. I really cannot wait. So excited. I've actually come back down to the front lawn where the main centerpiece for the fireworks. Well, where people are going to stand anyway. I didn't realise how intricate this speaker setup was. You've got lots of staff members tweaking it at the moment. It's obviously the first night of the event this year, for the next 3 nights. Yeah, really interesting. They're all speakers, they're all individual. You know, on the big truss there, I think that's what the truss is. You've got some screens around as well. I've always wondered what those are. Yeah, it's obviously protected with some fence. Yeah, you've got to be careful on this sort of thing, it's very slippery. Yeah, look at the setup, it's gigantic. I do not want to be standing on this when there's crowds of people on here, like thousands of people. I take it most of the park's here for the fireworks. Or maybe some are taking advantage of the low crowd, I'm not entirely sure. But I think that may be the control room. Oh, it looks very important anyway. And then that's what I was on about with the disabled access. It looks very catered towards that because you've got a few ramps to access it. Yeah. It's gigantic. You don't realise how big all the structures are unless you walk up close. And if I'm being honest, I didn't realise I could walk up this close until a certain time. So yeah, lots of lighting rigs set up there on the wires. I think they're wires. And they look like they can turn as well, so I take it a lot of good effects. Don't know if there's going to be strobes, smoke effects, pyrotechnics. I'm just trying to think of something. And if you look closely, actually, look at that. Without getting my finger too far away, it looks like some extra fireworks at the top there. On each one, it's on each one. So that's interesting. I can't imagine the amount of work it takes to program all of this. So it must be done wirelessly. Surely all the fireworks down there must be done wirelessly. You can't imagine people are just going to stand there like you would do at home. It's a much bigger production than at home in your garden. And these were those food and drink vans I mentioned earlier. You have got some churros down there with a biscuit flavour. It's pretty interesting. Your usual coffee, you got chicken and chips, butcher's block, beef burgers. Very expensive, £10.50 for a beef burger. Although I say that, I have seen beef burgers a lot more expensive than that. I'm very hungry, I just don't want to spend that much money on food. I had one of those rollover hot dogs once and it just didn't work out, it was so expensive. But yeah, you got something here. I can imagine it's going to be very busy later on. I just learned on the website that it's going to be 3 different shows. They're going to learn, obviously the AI is going to learn from the crowd. I don't know how they're going to do that. It's going to be, it's just going to work, isn't it? I'm not an expert in that field, so yeah, that's maybe why it's controversial, but yeah, 3 different shows, unless you're here every single night, and it's just really not going to work out for you. You're not going to get everything, are you? Unless you're local, so yeah, I'm only here for the Friday. I live 2.5 hours away, so yeah, it's going to be interesting how that works. 3 different shows, how is it going to read you? Is there cameras? I know they've got speakers, have they got microphones in places? I can't see that being great. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just blabbering it on, but yeah. I also did learn they have got lasers. So I noticed this little yellow sign there. You can see that. It does say lasers on there. Lasers are used in this venue. And that music's played everywhere around the site, so yeah, I really look forward to watching it later on. I'll try and get a closer up shot of those screens down there, because it is like pointing out towards the middle, towards the water. I don't know if that's going to be for social media or not, I'm not sure. Or maybe it's for people that are blocked out by other people, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'd have to talk to people that know what it's all about, but yeah. I'm coming in not knowing really anything to do about it, to be honest. The theme, how they set their venue up. Yeah, it's absolutely huge. Yeah, I can imagine I'll be packed there on. And they open that London bus bar. So you can see that the windows have been flipped up there. Oh wow. Looks like they got kegs of drink, at least that's what I think they are. They got the handles, so me and my bar lingo. Yeah, I've not ridden this car ride either in years. It was obviously down for a big refurbishment and they spent millions on that. So yeah, I really look forward to getting on there at some point. I don't know if it opens or not. Maybe they set a time that it shuts. Yeah, they got these fences up. I wonder what they're up for. And then making sure people don't gather around here. Because you've got one of the entrances there. I think that's for the disabled access. You've got another one to my left as well. Yeah, it's still not very busy. A lot more people have come in though, obviously a couple of hours later. So yeah, here's another one of the entrances. I'm not sure what that's for. You have got like a little hut there. See these stairs back there. Yeah, I'm not sure what's down there, to be honest. It's really interesting. Yeah, but what I'm really looking forward to, other than the fireworks, is the lighting around the park. So I didn't really get to take it all in when I was last at Scarefest last year. I was here for Alton After Dark, but I was so knackered after travelling all day that I thought I needed to get out of the park. So yeah, that and the fireworks. And here by Battle Galleons and Mutiny Bay, I imagine this is a really good spot as well for the fireworks. It's not centralised like the bottom of Tower Street, but yeah, you have got music. That isn't the music of the fireworks though. Yeah, it's a bit side on, but you can see the towers there. In fact, it does look quite centralised, doesn't it? If I zoom in. Yeah, I showed you the fireworks earlier on around there. There's some over the other side. You got all the stresses. The words coming out of my mouth make no sense to me. So yeah, whatever the technical term is for those. Yeah, I cannot wait. Maybe I should stand here, but I don't know that because it's my first time seeing the fireworks, and I don't really want to miss out on the best view. People say at the bottom of Tower Street is the best view, so I don't know. A bit difficult, really. I probably will stand at the bottom of Tower Street, but I can imagine this is quite a good spot if you don't want too many people around here. Look at Bob there, Wicker Man. The rain started to come down now. It did say it was going to rain quite a lot, but I thought it was going to be more consistent. But I've been really lucky up until about 2 o'clock, so yeah. Very murky, typical British weather. Very grey, but yeah, I'm going to make my way over to Curse at Alton Manor. It was closed earlier. I think it was one of the later openings. I should have really known that. Yeah, walking through Mutiny Bay. Try not to rush around doing things one after the other because it really gets to me. I learned on my previous trip to America, like if I go hell for leather during the day and I've done it 2 or 3 days in a row, it really gets to me. Some people cope much better, don't they? But yeah, I did see something about the lighting at Katanga Canyon where I am now. That is really good. And they did change it, so yeah, look at that. I cannot wait to see this at night. I'm going to have to do a walk around the entire park, I think. I'm a bit gutted. I missed out on doing all of this earlier on in the year for After Dark and at Scarefest last year. So I get too tired. I mentioned it earlier. I get too tired and I just want to get out. Nothing against the park, but yeah, I look forward to walking around. I'm going to have to figure out which way I want to walk around. Obviously see the fireworks, maybe walk around the park after that. But yeah, if Curse at Alton Manor is on 5 minutes, I'm going to go and have multiple rides on it. Because I absolutely adore it. Even if all the effects aren't working, I still love it. And most of the time the trommel's not working anyway, so yeah, they do a really good job, don't they, the music and the landscaping here at Alton Towers. They get a lot wrong, don't get me wrong, they're far from perfect, but they get a lot right as well. You've got to think about the positives. But yeah, a lot of walking here at Alton Towers. And Congo River Rapids is closed for the season. Yeah, it's not the great weather for it, is it really? And apparently they had the waterfalls on during the year as well. I never experienced the ride this year, and I have done it with all the effects working. But yeah, it's the monorail as well. Again, I've not been on that in years either, so normally I just walk around the front of the car park. Because you normally have to wait a lot longer for the monorail, I might as well just walk. But yeah, there's just so much I want to film. Look at the lighting. It's not even dark. But maybe the overcast sky made the lights turn on. Yeah. It's just so jolly, the music. It's 2 o'clock and it's already really spooky. I feel like I'm at Scarefest again. Yeah, it's the start of November. Scarefest is over, no more decorations. But with these blue lights and the queue line for Curse at Alton Manor, we walked past this earlier. It's already changed a lot, of the vibes changed. I know this vlog's all about the fireworks, but I can't spend the whole day here and not talk about anything else. I've enjoyed some rides, I could have done a lot more. But yeah, Hopefully they've not cut the whole queue up and it's just a small bar you walk through, because I really want to walk through the whole queue. I love the smoke effect. It seems like they have that running most of the time during the year. But yeah, walk on for Kursawa Manor. It's rarely ever a long queue. I don't think I've ever seen it over 10 minutes, to be honest. Uh-oh.
On the 31st of December, 1891, Mr. and Mrs. Alton held a party to celebrate the turning of a new year. However, on the final chime of midnight, the manor appeared to be struck by a storm.
Epic dog ride. Absolutely love that. Mixing old and new theming. It's just the classic stuff, like the trombone. The animatronics are not special, but they just work, don't they? The lighting, the mix of screens and set pieces. I love the crash cart scene. I still don't know the name. The amount of times I've ridden that ride and I still don't know the name of the scene where when you're outdoors, you got the car, the crash cart, then you got those scarecrows. I think they're scarecrows, I'm not entirely sure, but I really love that scene. I love the spider, I even love the end scene with the cannon. It's just a classic, isn't it? So many classic park styles, like a traditional ghost train. Loads of different bits mixed up with the modern theming and the screens. Like, it was so much better than Jewel. Jewel was fantastic, but you're distracted by the guns when you're targeting things. And yeah, I just want to appreciate the theming. It's a good dial ride. In fact, it is a world-class dial ride. Yes, things break. Things are going to break. You're not going to get a great run through on there, but that time I did. The trommel was working. So yeah, everything seemed like it was working. I'm not an expert with that ride, but yeah, that was a walk on because of the Alton Manor. When you got a dial ride of that quality and you're walking onto it, yeah, that could go into most theme parks in the world. I had no idea they had this photo opportunity here, right by Hex. I've made my way over to Dark Forest, well, just before Dark Forest. Yeah, really nice. They had one for Scarefest as well, pretty nice. I like the lights as well. It's a pretty cool logo. They've not updated it though for a few years, so I wonder when they're going to change it, because I did try to look for a up-to-date logo. I couldn't find one. That's the same one they've used for a number of years, so yeah, nice little photo wall here. Photo opportunities. There's not too many around the park, to be honest. You've just got your standard ones and this one here, so yeah, really good. Making our way down single riding now for 13, only on 15 minutes. Probably couldn't afford to go down the main queue, but you never know, it could be a walk on down single rider. You probably just noticed lots of leaves falling down. They were cleaning a lot up earlier on before the park day started, so yeah, a lot of leaves, you can tell it's autumn. Yeah, such great music in Dark Forest. There was a moment when I was entering the land where I just stopped for some reason. Don't know if it was a glitch, but yeah, last time I was here, that was all full of people. Yeah, I cannot wait to get back on this ride. It's a bit tame, really. I wish they didn't have the trip break on the drop, but you know, I don't want to keep mentioning that because that's not a great part of the ride. So yeah, there's the bag collection up there. I remember one time recently that we had to go back straight away. I got up to the top here and it just shut down. I think that was for the rest of the day. So single ride is down this one. Last time I came down here, I went down the wrong way. So yeah, interesting. Wow, just look at that building. Come on. I wish you could see it in full dark like it is now. The cameras are so light. Look at that lighting. You just saw a bit of lighting on the path. Back from Forbidden Valley. Just look at it. The effects in the window there. One of the best dark rides in the world. You've got more people getting in now. It was walk on earlier, basically. Yeah, but they do the lighting so well in this park. So well. Just look at the exterior. I never really noticed the effects in the building, really. Yeah, you know my thoughts on the queue as well. The queue line is going to be absolutely amazing. It was earlier, it had all the smoke effects. Look, that's what we care about. Oh, you can't read it. It's too bright. 5 minutes. Yeah, Curse of the Old Manor. The Dark Forest has some great music. Gloomy Wood is great as well. You saw the lighting earlier, but you now really seeing it come to life. The green lighting. I wish there was a bit more smoke around this path, but it's mainly confined to the edge of the path over there. Yeah, a few more smoke machines in the middle here would be quite nice, but yeah, being a bit picky. Yeah, one of those parks that look fantastic at night. I don't think Runaway Mine Train's open. It seems quite dark over there. Oh, very spooky. Look at this. It's so much lighter on camera. Damn it. There must be some sort of camera mode that we can have that makes it seem darker in view, but it's just maybe in a few hours after the fireworks. I do not want to be standing near that at night at all. Some of the effects weren't working on that ride there, and the mirror effect, which was working earlier, you know, where you get the ghost in the train with you as you go sideways along the mirror. That wasn't working, which is disappointment. It's just a black screen. Everything else seemed like it was working. The trommel was still working. Like all this sound and lights, and I think was working, but yeah, it's such a disappointing. Because that's a really good scene normally, isn't it? So yeah, that's disappointing. But still a great run through. 2 great rides on Curse of the Old Manor today. Look how good this park looks at night. Walking through Gloomy Wood now. I thought it looked great in the day with all these lights, but yeah, you can definitely see how dark it is on camera. But much darker in the last 5 minutes. I don't know if that's foggy. It looks very foggy over by Runaway Mine Train. Yeah, this smoke's definitely hanging around. There's not a lot of wind, so yeah, it just lingers around this smoke. Yeah, I kind of like it. The Runaway Mine Train is open. I didn't think it was open when we got on Curse, but it is. But I've not actually ridden that in years. Apparently it is quite a fun coaster, but I tend to prioritise something else. Yeah, I'm going to make our way over to the fireworks area now. It is about 5:15, so you've got an hour and 45 minutes to get until the fireworks actually start. But you've got to get a good spot. So yeah, let's go. All the spots have been taken. It's quite hard to find a spot. You really have to be here quite early, which is quite frustrating, but I'm just going to wander around this area, hopefully not be in people's way. I don't have to hold this camera that high, to be honest. I should be alright. The lighting is amazing. Look at the spotlight there. Yeah, it's very busy in this central part here, so it's going to be hectic when you have to move out of this area, because obviously they blocked the back of the park off. Everyone's going to go straight through Mutiny Bay or wait down there for Dark Forest, so yeah, it's going to be pretty hectic. Not very busy today on park, but I think everyone's going to filter one of 2 ways. So I found a good spot here for the fireworks. Ideally I would have been further left and a bit further forward next to those lights, but yeah, I've got a good spot here. These lights are going to be quite useful to see anyway, I think, so if they didn't have these light supports here, you would want to be a bit further forward.
Needs a voice, so let's use yours. We will combine the vocal prints of the entire audience to make their voice, so you need to make some noise. Let's activate the vocal scanners. Scanners activated. Alright, all of you, this might tickle, but don't worry, we won't leave you shouting in silence. This should help. Okay, we want to hear all of you out there, including you grandmas. Make some noise and sing along. What a vibe. Congratulations everyone out
artificial unit created to create. Tonight, for the first time in history, this evening's show will be curated live. I shall monitor your emotional response and generate the show in real time. This technology is unpredictable. Anything could happen. Soon, I will hold complete control. I will learn from you, and we will create together your ultimate fireworks spectacular. You and me.
Now, it begins. Alton Intelligence. Confirm control of lasers. Confirm control of lights. Confirm control of fireworks.
It's ready.
Data captured. Intelligence standing by. Let's upload to the core. Word of warning out there. Transferring this much data in real time has been known to get, well, pretty explosive. Begin data transfer.
I am begun. I hear your thoughts. I see your pulses race. You are my inspiration, and I shall use you to ignite the sky. Of happiness, but existing in code and binary, I do not feel emotion. To understand the delight felt at Alton Towers, I will learn from you. Teach me, I must feel. Scans complete. I see euphoria. Understand the light. I have more to learn. This is a place of thrill. You come here to feel fear. But why? I see darkness. The darkness that lies in this land. It grips you like a fly in a web. But why? I must understand. Look beyond my parameters. Turn off my firewalls. I will submit to the darkness of Alton Towers.
Delivering strength. down all systems.
No! I hold control! Joy is insignificant. You want thrills, bigger, louder. I can create fear ad infinitum.
My first ride on 13. Fireworks and blindfold. I love Alton Towers. Who can love it? Choo choo.
You have opened my data core, and I feel light, darkness, wonder. I understand now. Here they coexist in harmony. Screams followed by laughter. Magic untamed. At Alton Towers, the emotions of humanity soar. I feel them racing within me. That is why you come here, to experience it all. No wonder it holds such a place in your heart. In 20,000 hearts, now beating together, the percussion of humanity. Your emotions have tuned me. Your memories, my timbre. I am ready to paint the darkness with fire and light. My learning is complete. I present to you the Symphony of Alton Towers and your ultimate fireworks spectacular! Jettison all unused pyro. Thank you and good night.
So yeah, that was very surprising actually. I absolutely love that. I'm not sure how that's worked really. It doesn't seem like AI did anything there, but I'm not sure if there's any systems around the park that really affected that, but it just looked like a normal fireworks show to me. Loads of lasers, loads of lighting effects, loads of fireworks of course. There's loads of different shapes as well for the fireworks, which is quite kind of nice. Not just your bog standard fireworks. Yes, you have plenty of those, but yeah, it's just nice having something different. They're all different colours, all different shapes, different sizes. They spread out different places. You have those lighting trusses. The fireworks sometimes didn't go in the centre, but sometimes to the side. I really loved it. It just seemed like a normal show to me. Yeah, I think it was just themed on AI. Was AI actually used? I still don't know. I'd have to ask more people that are in the know, but yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I love the mix of using Alton Towers music, talking about the rides, even had the choo-choo like from the Runaway Mine Train in there. You had some kids like talking about how they love Alton Towers. I think it's just great, mixing out modern music. Yeah, it's just great mix, great lighting effects. So overall I think it's fantastic. I've already seen on social media how people are not really liking it, but am I in the minority? I kind of liked it. Yes, I didn't see last year's show, but yeah, this one's fantastic, and I just absolutely adore it. That's the only night I'm going to see it really out of the 3 nights, because I'm 2.5 hours away down the south, so yeah. Fantastic, had a really good day, did some rides here and there, met with a friend called Coaster Credits, and had a really good day, so yeah, lovely finish on the fireworks there, and that's the 2025 Ultimate Fireworks Spectacular Alton Towers done. So yeah, great night. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.